Right, Ford Motor, let's go to that one next. This is a little bit more plain vanilla. It's an American multinational based in Dearborn in Michigan, in that sort of Chicago area, Detroit. Founded, of course, by Henry Ford in 1903. He put it out there. That was the manufacturer of the Model T. You could have it in any color as long as it was black, remember?
Yes, yeah.
And it's really kind of an industrial company with huge heritage. Market capitalization, $54.98 billion, okay? Trades on a PE of 6.22. That's very low. Dividend yield of 4.34, which is quite high for a US company. Strong sales.
Yeah.
Almost went bankrupt in 2007, 2008.
Got bailed out, which was nice.
But it's kind of boxed its way back in shape and still sells a hell of a lot of those Ford F650 and F150, all aluminium.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big US pickup truck people will be familiar with.
Yeah, nice if we had them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, good American company, isn't it? I mean, it's really true American. 15% of the American car market is Ford, about 7% globally. So really big. And yeah, as you say, vanilla. You know, they've got these big manufacturing plants. They
all
churn
around
out.
the world.
Yeah, they do it. They do it well. Comparable to them is maybe a General Motors type company.
Yeah.
They came out with results recently, and they looked very good. They were growing revenues in double digits. They doubled their net income. And with Ford's results later this week, I think on Thursday, I'm expecting it to be a similar type of vein. You know, the US economy is still looking very resilient. They're still buying cars. The consumer is in better shape than most other territories around the world. I think they're going to benefit.
And it's not just the pickup trucks. They also own brands like Lincoln and so on, which is the one that Matthew McConaughey kind of advertises.
Yeah.
In China, they own 49% of a company called Jianling, which is quite a big player in that market. Remember, that's how the Chinese work. They say, okay, you can come, but you know, we'll have 51 and you can teach us how to make the cars.
Yep.
So it's a solid performer. Why does the share chart look like that? Let's put it up. So that's the 5-year chart. You can see it's sort of drifting around.
It is.
Are people expecting more? I suppose they are. They would prefer to see a stronger profit trend, which maybe does lie in the future, as you're implying.
Could be. And I mean, also remember, these companies are linked to the economic cycle. So we have it that's slowing in the last few years.
Yeah.
And that's probably reflected there. One other interesting aspect of the business is the financial services.
Yep.
And there's a lot of talk around that being a bubble where they help finance and lease cars at the moment. And they've come up with a great innovation called Credit Link, where it's multiple consumers leasing the same car. So they're innovating a lot in that. So 5 of you will each pay lease payments and you'll own the same car, and there'll be certain terms of use. And
who gets to use the car?
Well, that you have to decide up front, and oftentimes it's people sharing the same routes and that type of thing, where they will, you know, they'll group
like
finance.
A quasi-Uber type situation.
Correct. So they're thinking about these type of things.
You're right, though. I mean, US companies very innovative with regard to credit and finance.
Yes.
They were probably the ones that invented the 8-year deal with the balloon payment at the end.
Exactly, stretching out your dollar. Yeah.
Cheapest. That's how you can get some car worth a mint and drive it off with for $500 a month monthly payment.
Yeah.
Okay. The management control still vests with the Ford family. So William Ford is the CEO now. Now, some people regard that kind of thing as providing good long-term continuity. Others regard it as an opportunity for fourth-generation degenerates to manage a company, which should really be run by someone a bit more talented. Where do you fall on that?
Yeah,
debate?
Look, they've done okay. I mean,
not bad, actually.
Yeah,
to be fair.
The incumbent management, I can't fault them at this stage. It can come with the problems, but I don't think the guys in the hot seats at the moment are doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Hot or not?
Hot for me. Yeah.
Okay. Very low price earnings ratio. So I'll go hot on it as well.
As with the sector, high dividends, low price earnings. So a lot of the risk is out of the sector to invest in. It's boring, but it'll make you money.